I got this comment on my last video, and I think it's one of the most important critiques of modern AI. It's actually technically accurate and touches on the biggest debate in computer science right now. This comment argues that LLMs are not true intelligence because they cannot count R's in strawberry, they process chunks, and essentially life is not a word machine. First of all, thank you for this because you are right about the mechanics. Let's break down exactly why AI fails the strawberry test and whether that means it's not intelligent. So, the comment mentions that AI processes words in chunks. We call this tokenization. When you or I read the word strawberry, we see letters S, T, R, A, W, and so on. But an LLM does not see letters, it sees a numerical ID. The model sees a single token, let's call it token 5678, that represents the concept of a strawberry. Asking an LLM to count the letters in a token it can't see is like asking a human to count the number of brushstrokes in a painting they've memorized but are not looking at. They know the image, but they cannot see the components. That's why raw models are terrible at spelling puzzles. They are not reading, they are processing symbols. The second point he makes is that it's just a word machine. There is a famous paper by researchers Emily Bender and Timnit Gebru that calls these models stochastic parrots. Basically, the AI is a massive statistical engine. It looks at the last 1,000 words and asks, statistically, what word is most likely to come next? It doesn't know facts, it predicts patterns. When it writes a poem, it's not feeling emotion, it's calculating which words usually follow roses are red. So, in that sense, this comment is 100% correct. It's a probabilistic word machine and not a conscious brain. But there is a complication here. Even if it is just a word machine, at what point does the output become indistinguishable from intelligence? There is a concept called the Chinese room argument. I actually made a video a few months ago about this. If a machine can follow a rule book so perfectly that it convinces you it speaks Chinese, does it matter that it doesn't actually understand what it's saying? LLMs can now write code, pass professional exams, and diagnose diseases. It might not be true AI in the sense of a living, breathing soul, but it's a form of information processing that mimics intelligence effectively enough to change the world. So, to answer this comment, you are technically right. These models are token predicting word machines. They lack intent, they lack consciousness, and they lack eyes to see letters. Life is definitely not a word machine, but these machines are getting better at mimicking life every single day.